All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So as promised, here's the new version of the Nitro 5. This is the 2019 model. It's been redesigned on the hardware, and I'll show you that next to the previous model that I have. It comes with this case, just like the other one did. Something I probably wouldn't use, but it is sealed. I just took it out of the packaging. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open now. So this looks to be the same power brick as before. So that's good. Now I have a spare. I can use them both. And then here is the laptop. Now, this one is much thinner and smaller probably than the other one. I saw the measurements, paperwork manuals. Get it out of this protective foam here. Now these are still kind of hefty, but it's much smaller than the previous model. So here it is right here in all its glory, nice and beautiful. Can't wait to fire this up. So on this side here, you've got one USB 2.0 port. You've got the headphone / microphone jack there, the power cable. You've got some LED notifications right there when you power it on. And then over here, you've got the Ethernet, obviously, one HDMI, one Type-C, and two 3.0 ports. So on the previous model, if you know, it was kind of reversed. And I'll show you that here in a little. Actually, let me just show you right now, size comparison. This is the one that I had from last year. Now you might say, well, Jay, those look identical. This new one is built a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller. They cut it down in size a little bit. And so I'm going to put them like this. Now you can see the difference. It's much smaller than before. Almost the same thickness, but you can see here, you can really see where the redesign is. Whole bunch more. They really chopped it down. They pretty much slimmed off all the bezels. And remember, this is a 15-inch display also, same size display. So the ports are different also, as you got more ventilation now. These are kind of heavy. So on this side here, you can see you got the two 2.0 ports, and they took it down to one. And then you've got the headphone and the power, but there's a vent on this side now. And on this side, you can see almost identical, but there's something missing. They took away the full-size SD card slot, but you do have your HDMI and your Type-C, but you get two 3.0 ports and one over here now. So you still have the Kensington lock. So they did a good job on the size of the laptop by chopping it way down. I'll bring that back in a little bit. So beautiful. And you can see here, you still get that same full-size keyboard, but one difference is, I'm going to tilt the screen a little bit here. You can see the bezels are super slim. Now, let me bring in the other one here so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, see if I can slide this over here. And yes, you still get nice audio, but they switched from Dolby audio to Max audio. So as you can see here, the let me power. Let's see if it got some juice. The bezels on this thing have been completely slimmed down. I mean, look, it's no bezels here, no bezels whatsoever. Battery might be dead, but absolutely no bezels. Same size screen. They pretty much just took away all the bezels, and even on the sides here. Let me turn the camera down a little bit. You can see it still has the same size trackpad, but the bezels around the entire laptop are just gone. It's just gone. Yep, gone. And it says it here, narrow bezels. Well, that's true. This is definitely a much nicer setup. And the screen is supposed to be better too. I gotta get some power going here on these, but let me fire up the power so I can show you the display. This is firing up here for the first boot. But you know, you can take a look at the keyboard. You can see all the oils on this thing. I've been using this thing, but even just all around the computer itself, they just slimmed it down. They just made it smaller, a much smaller footprint. Now you can get this display in 144 refresh rate.
Press the Windows, Control, and N.
So this display, you can get it in 144 refresh rate, but this is not. This is the 60 hertz. The 144, I believe, is for the 17-inch model of this computer, because there is a 17-inch model of this computer, which is actually pretty sweet, and it looks exactly like this, but man, it's the same computer. So I'm going to get this all set up and sign into the Wi-Fi and get to the desktop and everything, and then I'll put these kind of side by side. All right, so the computer's all set up, and the first thing I did was I ran a Geekbench on both of these. And these are pretty much identical computers, folks. This one's just clocked a little bit higher, and it has the i9 inside. So the model number on here is the Acer Nitro AN515-554, and this is -553. They're both running Windows Home 10. This one is clocked obviously a little bit higher. The maximum frequency is 4.09, and then the base is 2.39. And over here is the max is 3.99 and the base is 2.29. But they're both Coffee Lake. They both have 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Pretty much the same setup, just a different processor inside, and they tweaked this one with a different build quality. You know, it's definitely right. So let me show you the benchmarks. Let's see here. So on the older version, last year's model versus this year's model, you do see some improvements with the processing power. So this is to be expected. I will hope there will be some gains on here. But this one single core is 3004, and this is 4727. So a nice big jump right there. And then with this being 13,695 on the multi-core, and this one has 10,238 on the multi-core. So there are improvements. There are improvements if you're wondering. And I don't do a lot of gaming, but I do game on these. I game on this one. I've been gaming on that one. So close out of there. So this is nice. I'm going to change the wallpaper to match that wallpaper. I think I still got that one in here. I might not have it. I don't have it in here. It's somewhere down the line. I'll get it later. But nonetheless, both screens are great. Obviously, this one's going to look a little bit more punchy and vibrant because it's fresh out of the box and it's got this default wallpaper from Lenovo. But just looking at them right off the rip, they both look, I don't see that much difference, but they're both really, really good. So the processors are different though. This has the 1050i, and this, as you can see, it's the 8th gen Core i5, and this is the 9th gen Core i5. And this also has the NVIDIA. This is just the 1650. So beautiful setup. Now let's get over to this one by itself. So this computer definitely is nice. I can't wait to give you a follow-up on it. I'll show some games and everything, but I really like how they redesigned this laptop and just slimmed off all the bezels, man. They chopped off all the bezels around the entire computer, making it a lot smaller. And it's still kind of a heavy device, but 15 inches versus what you just saw, this probably looks a little bit more appealing to you. So this is a huge plus. And I just want to give you an unboxing of the new laptop that just came in. I just got it. And I told you guys I was going to share this with you. So I'll see how rendering times on here go compared to my MacBook Pro 2019. I'm pretty sure it'll be about the same. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. This thing is beautiful, man. I cannot wait to start working with this thing, man. Showing you some games and everything. Leave a comment down below on games that you want me to play. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.